Guys, it's Carson Sinclair here with ExcelBoats. Today we're here on the Tennessee River with the all-new 2025 Buoy 10. This boat is designed to be your big water multi-species master. From targeting salmon, lake trout, stripers, walleye, bass, this boat will do it all. 23 foot in overall length with an 84-inch bottom, 102-inch beams, very wide. You got a 25-inch transom. You can have up to a 300 horsepower motor on the back of this bad boy, and you're going to expect some great speed to that no matter how tough the water is. You won't have to sacrifice performance. Now let's start off in the back of this boat and work our way forward. One of my favorite things about this boat is a 2-foot offshore bracket. So during the summer months when you're with your friends and family, you can jump off this, or if you're landing that big fish, you can come through a walk-through door, land that big fish. If you do happen to go swimming in this boat, we do have our reboard ladder right here, so you can get in no matter how big of a fella you are. Something else I want you to notice is a tread plate, which we have brushed on this boat that's on your back swim deck. The swim deck is going to be 0.160 thick, and we also have our offshore brackets for your regular motor and your kicker motor that are going to be up a 1/4 inch. Something else we have on the back of this boat for your convenience, this whole back end here, the swim deck is actually a separate entity of the boat. So if this thing did fill up with water, your boat will not have any water in it at all. There's a 1,200 gallon bilge pump in the back here in your rigging area, so you have easy access to anything that goes on back there. Another one of those things, as I mentioned, the kicker bracket. So if you're in those bigger waters and you end up needing a kicker, we have that, which is a 1/4 inch. Forward in this boat, we got our brush rails, rub rails, and chine extrusions. And you continue to walk forward, we got a heavy-duty bow eye up here, along with a 8-foot beaching plate, which is 0.160, and a 1/4 inch bottom, giving you almost a 1/2 inch thickness on the bottom here, which is basically indestructible. We have to have lifting strakes on both sides of this boat, something else none of our other competitors do. This heavy boat, we also have a heavy built trailer. This is an easy loader trailer that is custom fit for this boat. Some standard features you're going to have on it are going to be the tandem I-beam with alloy wheels. You got backlit laser cut steps, a heavy duty winch up here that's 2-speed. You got LED tail lights with backup lights and a 7-way plug. You got a jack stand with an 8-inch wheel, a V-block bow guide up here on the front. You have 2-speed trailer winch, trailer side guides, hydraulic surge brakes, and some cool options that I might recommend. You got the 3-step boarding ladder, helps you get in and out of the boat easier. Ratchet tie downs on the back. That is going to be for non-salt water only. And for those people that travel around a lot, I recommend getting a good spare on the bottom of it. Good as this thing looks on the trailer, let's go put this thing in the water and give you a walk through the interior of it. Now that we're on the Tennessee River, let's walk through the inside of this boat. Follow me up to the front. Starting off in the front, we got a 1/4 inch bow cap, trolling motor bracket, so you can run those bigger trolling motors on this boat. Don't have to worry about anything shaking loose over time. Up front, you also have your trolling motor plug. You got your trim switch, nav lights, and 12-volt plug-in. So you charge your phone, your iPilot remotes, all that can be done right there. You got a strong tie-off cleat up front. And then your first storage box. There is a ton of storage in this boat for all your gear. We're going to have our anchor tie off up front. So this can be a place for your anchor, tie your rope, any other gear you need, life jackets, any of that can go right there. We also have 2 3/8 seat bases right here. So you got a strong plug that's not going to shake loose as you're fishing. Any rough waves, it will hold in. It locks in there, so you don't have to worry about it popping out. So any of your Millenniums, any seat you choose can go right there. Back here we also have 2 more storage boxes on the back. So you got 2 storage boxes. Once again, gear, tackle, anything you need, go right up here on the front. It's semi-dry, so anything that you need in there can go there. Something else that's really cool, you can see this is a windshield, walk-through windshield. You can close this up, lock it down. You got windshield wipers on both sides. Passenger side is optional. So when you're in rough water, you hit big waves that come over, it's going to run off the windshield, and you got 2 holes in the side of the boat that allow for self-bailing, so you don't have to worry about you ever getting wet when you have this cover. So this boat we have set up with the I3mm seats. So these are going to be fully adjustable air ride suspension seats. You can adjust your weight to them. That way they ride, when you get in rough water, they'll be very comfortable to ride it with. You have storage underneath your seats. Along with that, we have up here as you get to the dash, we have this boat with a Yamaha show on the back. So all your Yamaha gauges are here. Everything from fuel tanks, RPM gauges, everything there. We also have all our switches built in as well. And something else you notice while you're up here is we do have a low dash, so you can fit big graphs on there for as many graphs as you want. You can spread out there and have them there for easy access. We also have this boat with a wet sound system, so you got 2 speakers in the bottom here. While we're down here, we also, something I like a lot about this boat, underneath here you have room for up to 6 batteries, so all your trolling motor batteries when you're out there on the water up for a long time, you can put everything there, along with anything else you need, life jackets, any other gear. As we walk over the passenger side, we once again have an i3mm seat on this side. Same way, it's air ride suspension seating, slides adjustable there. We have cup holders. We have 3 total cup holders. You got one up here for the passenger, one on the driver's side, and another one on the passenger side. You got the box up here for the passenger box here, so you can throw any other extra gear you need there, phone, cell phone, anything you need there, along with chargers for your phones. So anytime you're out on the water, you're out there a long time, you don't want your phone dying, you have plug-ins there. And once again, you have the same access as the driver's side. It goes all the way across for battery storage and any other gear. You can go all the way across the bottom there. As we work to the middle of this boat, in between the passenger and driver's side, you have room for 10 8-foot rods down here. This is lockable storage, or you can actually put gear underneath you. Any of those life jackets, any safety equipment you need, you can put it down there below the rods. This is lockable, so after you eat, if you ever get off the water, you can lock those and not have to worry about your rods getting stolen while you're out. We also, underneath me, have a 70-gallon fuel tank underneath, so whenever you're making those long runs for fish, you have plenty of room to go and you can make those long runs. So 2 options you can have on this boat. You can get the bench seats on both sides, which give you more room to the back, or you can get seat bases installed on the back for those Millennium seats, however you prefer to fish. So with the bench seat option, you also have the optional porta potty that can go in there for those long days out on the water. And with that, we have an optional Bimini top that can go on with privacy screens. So if you do prefer to have some privacy there, you can have that Bimini top as well. Bimini top's also great for when it's raining or rough conditions. You can cover that and keep you dry while you're out there fishing. So on the side here, we also have trays that are 160 gauge. I can literally stand on this, so it's very tough. And these are going to be separated, actually separated for your weights or any gear you need to keep separated and you need quick hands-on, I know where it is for fishing, you can grab that there. Along with your Perco switch cutoff, you can turn your batteries on and off based on when you get off the water. Turn everything off though, you don't have to worry about your batteries dying while you're off the water next time you go out fishing. On the other side, we have similar trays for your weights and storage. We also have a built-in washdown pump, so whenever you need to clean your fish or any other things there, you have that conveniently located, washing down your boat. After a rough day fishing, blood in your boat, you can wash that off very easily with that being located there. Over this boat, we have 5 mooring cleats spread out throughout the boat that we can tie off to any docks you get to. We also have stern rails back here that will come optional on both sides. And for those serious fishermen, you can get downrigger brackets on these as well when you're pulling for fish. So with the Buoy 10, there's some other unique things about it. One thing is with the we got a smaller live well on this. You got a 40-gallon live well. So with that, you actually have 9 more inches of additional cockpit space. So that's going to be more space on the bottom, more room to work and fish out of. So coming back here to the live well, we also have the optional tread plate option with this live well. So as I mentioned earlier in the video, you can have that as an option. This has the 40-gallon live well or kill box, depending on what you're fishing for. You can put ice in there if you need to keep your fish fresh. With the live well, we have 2 1,200-gallon-an-hour aerators and 1 1,200-gallon-an-hour recircuit pump in there. With the back end of this boat, something else that we have now is the sink. We have a sink set up here. So you need to wash your hands, cleaning fish, anything there, you can keep it there in the sink, along with overflow pumps as it fills up. Another cool thing you can have with the Yamaha setup and a kicker motor, Yamaha kicker motor, you can actually have a warm water sink. This is pretty neat, especially when it's cold outside. You can keep your hands warm through that system right there. So coming underneath here, you have room for 2 batteries in the aft, along with 2 battery recharger here. That's another option to keep your batteries recharged after you get off the lake. Another cool thing about back here is we do have 3 total bilge pumps. You got 1 in the offshore bracket, 2 inside the boat. What I love about that is actually our offshore bracket is a separate entity. So The boat itself is wetter on the inside and out, so no water can get in here if it does get to the pod. That keeps you dry, and you don't have to worry about your boat seeing any additional water inside of it. Another cool thing about this boat that people love is the walk-through door we have on it to land those big fish. Or in the summertime, as I mentioned, your friends and family come out. You can come out here and go swimming. You got an easy way to get in and out the boat through the step ladder. Thank you for joining me today on the Buoy 10 walkthrough. Before you leave, I wanted to remind you of a few more notable options that you should definitely check out before buying a boat. One of them being the bimini top with a privacy screen if you need that as an option. And the cool thing about the bimini top, when it gets colder outside, put a heater in here and it'll be nice and warm during those colder months. Another thing is the all-welded downrigger brackets that can come with the stern rails. That way when you're fishing off the back, you have those on as an option there. We also have 12 by 12 Linko trim tabs for when you're in rougher water to hold you off. That way you're on plane and have a more comfortable ride. We do have a couple paint options. We got 2-tone, 3-tone, and along with side stripes. That allows you to do a lot of customization to your boat. I invite you to go to our website, check out all our colors we offer. That we can set up the boat and make it look the way you want it to look. If you have any more questions at all, please don't hesitate to reach out to a dealer or call Excel, and we'd be more than happy to help you. Once again, my name is Carson Sinclair with ExcelBoats, and I hope to see you out on the water.